somebody has made a study, and they said that the ingredients of the human body on the market, chemically would be about worth about $1.83, but the potential of a human life is $45 million. 45 million. Man, I didn't make it. But that didn't bother me much. What really bothers me is what I'm going to do with the next few minutes that I have here. I've worked on a clock over here, and it looks like it might function. Uh, I built it out of wood from a kit, and then tomorrow I'm supposed to get my card case for my gin cards. I love gin rummy. You have to play with two decks. So there is a kit made by, I believe, made Word Trick or somebody, a few years, that will hold two decks. And I've ordered special gin rummy bicycle cards. So everything's getting cool because I have a challenge. Someone who says that they can beat me hands down in gin. And I want to find out if that's true. Now, one thing that I did discover, that my gin game is not what the official gin game is. You see, everything from ace to 10 is worth 5 points. 10 up, 10 points. And the aces are worth 15. So, if you win gin, and you have some cards left over, someone wins, and you start counting them up. Okay, I usually say, okay, anything from 2 to 9 is 5 points. Face cards, 10 points, and aces are 15. Well, I discovered that whatever the number is in the corner of that card, that's what you count. So if you had a run of 5, 6, 7, 8, you wouldn't have 20 points. You'd have 11 and 18 and 26 points, because the difference in the, corners. So that's going to be kind of interesting. But nonetheless, I just wanted to share with you. That's what my project is. But the value of a man, as far as what's in my wallet, not much. I think I have $1. I'm not broke, am I? Let me see if I have that dollar. Hang on. Huh. Well, wait a minute now. Wait now. Maybe so. Well, I sure got a lot of debris here. Should thought I had a dollar bill in there. I do. Dollar. So I am not broke. This is legal tender. Anyway, I want to talk about the value of a man. Okay. Say we're supposed to be worth on the market $1.83, but our potential is 45 million. And we get here 90 years of age, and all we have is $1. It sure doesn't make us successful, does it? But what I want to tell you is about success. Doesn't have anything to do with what's in the safe or what's in the wallet. It has to do with what's in here. Let me show you what I'm pointing to. The heart. Because God talks about hearts. He says that David was a man after God's own heart. He said, where the heart is, that's where you're... No, that's wrong. What does it say? Anyway, it was a good thought. Worth of a man. I've known some men who couldn't put two pennies together, who were worth their weight in gold. I don't have any idea how much money Earl Jones had, Dr. Earl Jones. But man, that guy was solid all the way through. I kind of liked it. Liked his family. Travis Bryan, well, you know, a banker. But Travis Bryan was a unique individual. He left a legacy. Any man who gets his name put on a huge, big old high school has a legacy. I will never have my name on a school. I will never have my name on a street. There has Austin streets all over the country, but that's not me. I will never amount to anything as far as what was in my wallet or what's in my safe. But I trust that when it's all over, that since God knows the number of hairs on my head, go Cowboys. And since He knows whenever sparrow falls, then surely we are more valuable than a sparrow. I must be worth something to God. He's kept me around. There's a reason for that. If anybody can come up with it, I'd appreciate if you explain it to me. Because I am a flawed creature. But I love to play gin rummy. I have a person that I thought was going to be my partner for the rest of my life, playing gin rummy. We planned our day. Every day we're playing gin rummy. And then she goes fishing. I haven't heard from her in a week. Something's fishy. Anyway, what does all this have to do with what all this has to do? Not much. But if you think about it, before you sell yourself short, if you're still breathing, there is nothing to stop you from getting that $45 million legally. I could think of a lot of ways I could make $45 million. One simple way is if I did every voiceover for every television commercial, for every person, every product, and every company, and every corporation in 1 month. I'd blow that 45 million right out of the bucket. But since I'm not doing every commercial, I've won. Then I'll just consider you my determiner. You determine the value of this man. And that's what I get from my box of chocolates right here in my corner studio, under the shadow of Kyle Field. Go Cowboys and gig 'em. Amen.